everyone, welcome to Hey Women Here. I hope that you all are doing well. I am Nida, and today we are back with another episode of Hey Women Here. And today we have a very inspiring woman, Shilpa Garg. Shilpa is a software engineer who is currently working in a field of machine learning. She is a lead AI consultant at an EdTech company, and she has a total experience of around 6 years in this tech industry. She loves community building and is an organizer at Google Developer Groups and an ambassador of Women Tech Makers. So let's get some insights from her contribution to these women communities at large. So let's get started. Hello, Shilpa. Welcome to Hey Women Here. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much for the warm welcome. And how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. And I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for coming to my episode.
It's a
So,
pleasure.
so Shilpa, I have given a brief introduction about yourself to our audience before you came. But I would like you to introduce yourself to our audience and to tell something about your journey and how you step into the technical world and into these tech communities. Uh, since we today's episode will all revolve around these topics, the tech communities and women in tech. So we would love if you'll speak something about yourself.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So, hi, hey everyone. This is Shilpa Garg. I have been working as a lead AI consultant in Magic Software with a total experience of around 6 years into the industry. I have primarily worked into machine learning domain and into NLP, like chatbot development and stuff. Apart from this, I have been a part of tech communities from last, I think, 4 years, and I think whatever I am today is because of the communities that I can say very proudly. As I usually say, I'm a product of the communities, right? So, talking about the communities, I think community has given me a better, I would say, knowledge about professional activities, a better knowledge on the personal front as well, right? On personal front, I'd say it has given me a lot of confidence boost up, confidence build up, and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's why I say I'm a product of the communities. So, yeah. Thank you.
That's really great and really inspiring. So really nice, and thank you for sharing it. So Shilpa, as you mentioned that you're part of community from last 4 years. So like if a woman wants to be a part of these communities, then how can she proceed with it? Like to be a part of these communities?
Okay, so if anyone, I will not particularize it to a women kind of thing because anyone could be a part of any community, right? Nowadays, we focus more on diversity and inclusions, right? So, if anyone wants to be a part of community, they just need to attend those events because there are for certain communities there are different aspects, I'd say, and there are different scenarios of joining a community, right? So even I'll talk about GDG and WTM over here because since I'm a part of GDG and WTM, right? So if you want to join GDG or WTM, it's very simple. Just go to the website. Either if you want to know about more about Commuter, which is commuter.com, which is a product by GDG Delhi community. So you can go on there, register there, right? And apart from that, if you want to register for any other event, there's womentechmaker.com. You can register yourself there, and you will receive a lot of links and the information about the events happening near you, right? So even if you want to be a part of any of the community, just join the event by them and glad you're a part of the community. And after that, you'll start receiving notifications and emails about any event, future event happening into those communities. So it's pretty easy to be a part of any community.
Yeah, really. It seems very easy, and anyone can be a part of this community.
Exactly,
No
anyone can take
restrictions.
part. Even if you're a tech or a non-tech, doesn't matter. Just that because we meet a lot of people who are freshers in the communities and even who are freshers in the industry as well, right? They say they are non-techies and now they want to move into tech, so they join the community as a part and they get interested in it because after joining community, what happens is you get to know a lot about the tech things happening into the industry and whatever is new happening in the industry. So yeah, I suggest everyone should be a part of these. Yeah.
That's really nice. Thank you for sharing it. So Shilpa, we have talked about being a part of this community. So if we attend an event, you become a part of the community. But what if someone wants to volunteer those events? How should I go and ask someone to volunteer it? And is there any benefits of volunteering? or it's just
Okay, I'll start off with the first question. Like, if you want to volunteer for the event, how you be a part of it and how you do it, right?
right?
So, I can say about there are different again. So, every community volunteering spaces they handle it in a different manner, right? Some people, some communities or some people, they just announce the forms, the CFPs we call, where they need volunteers. They just announce it on the social media platform that yes, we need volunteers, right? For us, for GDG and WTM, what we mostly do is we organize the event. We see because I was a attendee initially, right? I was somewhere sitting in the last bench, where last bench in the community, where I was seeing this events is happening, and that was my first event. That was the experience of my first event. I enjoyed that event a lot, and then I started attending those events more. So when the organizers of those community events saw that the enthusiasm or the zeal to invest my time into the community, and they saw that I can handle the event well, or I am very much interested in handling those events. So they automatically called me up and they said, okay, are you interested to be the volunteer? Right. So that's how it happens. So even if we need more volunteers, what we do is we look out for them into our audience, right? We see that how they are, whenever they are into the offline meetups. So now the meetups are going online very much, right? But yeah, we'll very soon coming up with offline events as well, because I know most people are missing it. Even me myself is missing it a lot, right? So we look out for the I would say volunteers into our audience only. We see that okay, how much people are getting interested into these community events, and how much they can what if they have something to offer, and if they're really interested, even people reach out to us, okay, we would like to volunteer for the event, how can we help? So we reach out to them whenever we need volunteers. We make a list of them and we reach out. Otherwise, the third thing is, I would say we roll out forms as well. Like if we need volunteers, like for the bigger event like Deaf Fest, where we need more than 100 plus volunteers. So at that point of time, what we do is we just roll out the forms, and then that's how we onboard volunteers for the event.
That's really great. So are there any benefits of being a volunteer?
Of course, there are benefits. You get to meet a lot of people. You get to see the behind the scenes work. You get to see what exactly goes into putting an event, offline event or an online event, into the plate in front of so many people, and you learn a lot of things. You learn the event management thing. You learn how you can manage an event, even if there are lots of hustles and bustles, and there are a lot of people involved into it. It's like different minded people coming together with a single purpose and then working together. So yeah, of course you'll learn a lot.
Yes, and the most important thing that you have mentioned is the exposure that people get,
Like
which is very
exposure is
important
great.
in this industry.
It is very important. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for answering that question very well. So is there any chances of people getting jobs and internships during the events in these communities?
Of course, yes. So whenever we are doing an event, be it offline or online, as we recently did a Cloud Community Days, and then we have recently last week we have finished up with our IWD India, right? So we collab with lots and lots of companies, right? We do collaborations with them, and there are a lot of big and small companies which we on board on our in our events as a different in the different aspects, right? So at that point of time, there are many career opportunities which get opened up, because people come up to us with a lot of openings and all. So we announce those openings in our events, and even in our offline events as well. So yeah, there are opportunities where you can. I would not say you can get direct job kind of thing, but yeah, you will get more exposure about the opportunities which are there in the market, and you can know about it. Yes.
And some referrals.
Yeah, of course, referrals are there, because if somebody from, say, if there are openings into my company and I am announcing that into an event, right? Obviously, people will reach out to me for the even if you say you are interested into one of those opportunities, you'll reach out to me for the referral part. So of course, if I am announcing the jobs over there, I'll refer you over there. So yeah, that's how referral thing happens.
That's great, and I hope that more and more people come to these events and attend these events and being a part of these communities, because these are really important these days. Having a network of people around you. So thank you, Shilpa, for answering all these questions very nicely. These were very helpful to me as well, and to many other people who are looking at these episodes. I have these many questions for now, Shilpa. Is there some advice you would like to give up from your experience to all the women out there?
I think a piece of advice I would say would be just like I have seen a lot of people saying the things that they are not getting equal opportunities and they are not getting the amount of work they want to be, right. Especially, I would say the women in tech or at the higher positions, we have seen a lot of people dropping off. People I might hear is like women dropping off from the higher positions, right? So I just say that there is you we can always manage all the things, right? There is nothing like we cannot manage. We can always manage a personal and professional life very well. We have that capacity, we have that, I would say, enthusiasm with us. So yeah, we should not leave it. And even if we want to, so even some people, so talking about communities, some people initially when I joined communities, even if my roommates came to me and say, what are you doing, like Monday to Friday you just go to your job and Saturday Sunday you just travel? Because I used to live in Noida, and then you travel from Noida straight away to Gurgaon and you reach there till 9 a.m. in the morning. But why don't you enjoy your weekend, right? This was initial days when I just started entering the communities, and I just, but then there could be a point where I used to feel like let's leave it, let's not go. But there was something related to community which was so much was keeping me so much interested into all those things, right? I would, even if about thinking about it, I was not interested in leaving it. I was saying it's okay, we'll see, let's go, right? So this is how you can manage. If even if there is something which interests you, just do it. Don't listen to other people what they are saying, right? So just do what you want to do. Because even if I look back today, even if I look back 4 years today from look back 4 years from now, uh, if I would have left and entering those communities at that point of time and attending those events, I think I would not have reached where I am today, right? I'm not at a very, I would say, large scale point. I have not reached, I would say, a success in my life, and I'm not into a certain position or CEO or my company, or I'm not talking about it. But it's like I can proudly say that I have influenced some people into the industry, right? I have influenced, not even even if I have influenced one or two people, I think that's more than enough for me, right? So that is what I feel is success for me. So yeah, you should not leave what interests you, and you should not listen to the people who say, "Ki- let's leave," right? You should not leave. Just leave if even if you want to do that. Don't listen to others in that case. So that would be my advice only. Yeah.
Oh, that's really great. And thank you so much, Shilpa,
Thank
for
you so
coming
much.
to our episode. And I hope that all the women and even men, because this episode was not only for women, so we'll find something valuable from these episodes. That was really wonderful talking to you. And thank you for sparing some time from your busy schedule and come to Hey Woman Air.
No problem. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nita. Thank you.
So if anyone have any questions regarding this episode or on Hey Woman Air, then you can leave in the comment section, or you can write it to Shilpa. We have mentioned all the social profile links of Shilpa in description. So thank you. Till then, stay safe and stay home.